This week we leave the Arizona Strip and make a stop at the Glen Canyon Dam before going to camp at the Valley of the Gods, and then finally going to crawl at Muley Point East. Come along for the ride. Are you happy? You feeling alright? A lot of times just driving to the crawl spot is something you have to do so that you can go enjoy crawling. But in this case, it's part of the adventure. This is driving up a very narrow gravel, sometimes paved road that zigzags and switchbacks all the way up to Muley Point East. You can enjoy the view and enjoy the drive all at the same time. And when you get there, you'll be treated with this sprawling area of rocks to crawl and explore. And a gorgeous view that I'll show you in a little bit. Today's rides are the SCX24 Power Wagon with a stretch and the mini MORRVAIR. And after those break, we'll get out the Ascent 18. The mini MORRVAIR has a pretty high wheel speed, so I found myself just bashing around a little bit to see what it could do. But wait, what's that? Looks like Peanut fell out. Oh, she's okay. She just got out to run alongside. Good going, Peanut. We're good. There's tons of these little hot tub areas all around where the water collects. And they've got a nice rim around them. A lot of them you can see how steep you can climb and descend. This would be a great place for about any scale RC rig. And bashers too. You could really have a lot of fun out here jumping some of these. I just got crawlers, but this is one of the few times I think a basher would be a real blast. For the Power Wagon, I literally got one shot before the servo finally went out. It's held up pretty well, but it did give up the ghost on this trip. Also, I'll be pulling the MORRVAIR out in a little bit because the servo horn stripped. So it'll be time for the Ascent 18. I brought 6 little crawlers with me on this trip. 2 of them were the stock Ascent 18 and then this modified Ascent 18. And they are the only 2 that did not break anything. No servos, no links, no shock mounts, nothing broke. But the other rigs all broke something. Really happy with the Ascent 18. They hold up really well. I didn't go easy on them either. In fact, the stock Ascent 18, I rolled that thing down 8 and 10 foot inclines several times. Not a thing broke. I don't know why, but I get a real kick out of lines like this where it's just a little too steep or almost too steep for the truck to make, and I hunt out and try to find the way up, get the tires spinning and get the truck bouncing a little bit, and then up it goes. Here's a little editorial note about myself. I once was told by a coworker that if I was a flavor of ice cream, I'd be vanilla. And yeah, that's true. I'm kind of a plain dull guy. I don't have a fancy shtick, and I'm not gonna yell and be gregarious on these videos. Not a big, handsome, tattooed guy or anything like that, but I love crawling, and I got lots of crawlers and like to travel. So, hope you're liking that too, despite my plain vanilla approach to things. Coming up, I have one last video in this travel series that I took to the Southwest. That'll be a couple of stops in Colorado, just along the roadside, serendipity stops. If you're interested in the specs on these rigs and the crawler location, go ahead and have a look at the video description, and that'll be there for you. And if you do come here, here's the view you will be greeted with right at this crawling spot. Happy crawling.